Hello, fellow shinobi. This is Ninjasifu, the second child. I'm in Project Beatdown right now. Entry point video might come tomorrow. Just waiting for the poll to get some definitive results. I think stealth is winning by a lot, so if you want me to play loud next time, you can vote loud. Or if you want to keep me playing stealth, you want me to play stealth for the rest of the gameplay, vote for stealth. Anyways, I wanted to talk about Jeet Kune Do. Jeet Kune Do is one of the most hated fighting styles in Project Beatdown, or the most. And it's because it's too simple and too effective. Alright, people are salty about, and also, and for that, I just have to say, if I could be mean for one video, if I can be mean for at least one video or be harsher about it, just get good. Okay? It's not because Jeet Kune Do is my favorite style. It's because people complain way too much about Jeet Kune Do. And they don't listen or pay attention to, oh, look at boxing, it has a barrage. That's multiple times to hit and stun people with, right? Look at Kung Fu. Look at how fast the M1 is. Oh, it has a AoE. Katana has a pretty good move, like, for mobility and all that. Wrestling has unblockable skills, and I don't even know if they even patched it yet, because the game isn't really popular anymore and it's not getting worked on as much. I don't know. So all I have to say is that Jeet Kune Do shouldn't be the problem, it should be the person, alright? Jeet Kune Do is a fine style. If I could change it, I actually would, like, to more theatrical Jeet Kune Do, but I don't know if it can get a rework. I would have suggested it, but you know, it's pretty hard when no one, like, I don't think the creator cares about the game anymore. So yeah, if I had to be harsh, that was my moment of being harsh. Okay? It's too simple, too effective, too bad. You need to out-hit. You need to try in fights in order to win. You can't blame it on someone who knows what Jeet Kune Do is capable of. Alright? You need to know whether or not you can win or not. And if you want to win all the time, make sure you get enough practice in, you get enough, you know, progress. Your stats are pretty good. And also stats matter as well. The cap for durability and strength is 600. That's pretty high. And if you're getting destroyed by Jeet Kune Do, it probably means that they are maxed. Okay? So if you're not maxed, of course Jeet Kune Do is gonna hit harder, or karate, or whatever style that they have, it's gonna hit harder. So if you feel like you're at a disadvantage, you need to play safe. You know, I don't care if people run around a lot, I don't care if people are passive, as long as it works for them, as long as they win by any means necessary. It's a fighting game. You don't have to be honorable. I don't have to be honorable for anyone. I just choose to be honorable. If I'm salty, I'm pretty dang sure that I'm not going to be honorable anymore. It's a fighting game. People just need to find out a way to combat everything, not just Jeet Kune Do, okay? They just need some time. For grinding, of course. And also practicing 1v1s and gang fights and whatnot. That's my opinion on Jeet Kune Do. It's hated because of its simplicity and effectiveness and the way that people use Jeet Kune Do. But I say that it's a pretty fine style. There are a lot of styles, or just a couple styles, that have, in my opinion, more bigger problems to worry about. So, yeah. Whew. Wow, that took a lot out of me. I guess I can probably tell you what I wanted for a theatrical Jeet Kune Do, you know, a Jeet Kune Do rework. So, I guess I can just tell you right now. First of all, the stance can go. Alright, it looks like the modern Jeet Kune Do, so you can get that stance out of the way and replace it with something more animated, more lively. Think of martial law from Tekken 6 onwards, or Fei Long from Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter 4, Jan Lee from Dead or Alive, Jackie Bryant from Virtua Fighter. You know, there's a lot of portrayals of Jeet Kune Do in media today. Video games, anime, Himuro Ryo from Kengan Ashura. I wish that guy gets a chance. He's like the Rock Lee of Kengan Ashura. Like, people don't think he's good, but I think he can do really good. All right. Also, Rock Lee himself, even though he doesn't really take much Jeet Kune Do, he's still kind of based off of Bruce Lee, so I'll give him that. There's a lot of ways to portray Jeet Kune Do. It doesn't have to be this, all right? It doesn't have to be this. All right. So for my proposal, okay, I got the stance done. It can be martial law. The combo is fine, you know. Combo is fine. The moves can change too. So chest punch should go with Wing Chun if they ever plan on releasing it. You can replace chest punch with a more Bruce Lee like move, and that's the. All right, are you ready? You're not gonna get what I'm saying, but it's called the straight blast. Now, the straight blast is a popular move in Jeet Kune Do, and what it is, it's basically an approach where you go directly. It's kind of like Wing Chun. It's like that little barrage. You step forward and you just throw hands in a straight line. That's 3 punches. 3 punches. It can be a barrage. It can be like boxing, right? It can have the same properties. So straight blast, I don't know. You don't have to guard break it. You don't have to make it a guard breaker. But if it becomes a guard breaker or like it bypasses guard, yeah, that's pretty broken. So you can nerf that a bit, but it was meant to pass guard. So if it's too OP, you can just have it as like a barrage or something, like a step forward barrage, direct line sort of movement. Bruce Lee used to do it a lot in sparring sessions against actual professional boxers. They don't expect it. And also the 1-2 kick, right? Doesn't have to be a flying kick. You can have like a standing, right? Standing, like just retreat a little bit and then have a really strong side kick. And I know side kick is probably with Muay Thai or Taekwondo or something, but this is a horse stance side kick, which should do a lot of knockback, some good damage like 1-2 kick does, but you don't have to fly to someone. Like, you can have people who have Jeet Kune Do try a bit and reach the person, you know? So horse stance side kick is like the most iconic Bruce Lee move. He used it in Way of the Dragon, you know, the little sandbag, like he kicked someone into like a bunch of boxes while he's practicing and all that. It's iconic. Like, even the 1-inch punch, like even though it's with karate, you can probably replace chest punch with 1-inch punch and give karate a karate chop. But yeah, that's what I think theatrical Jeet Kune Do could be like. You don't have to get like all fancy with the 1-2 kick, because like that should be a finishing move. Like, I'm talking about like in real life, a flying kick should be like a move that ends fights. But you don't have to. Like, the side kick can do the job just as well, and it's arguably more popular in at least when you follow Bruce Lee and what Bruce Lee throws out more. He throws out the side kick more than any other move. That's why like he was called 3-kick Lee by movie makers and all, because like he throws the same 3 kicks because that's all he needs. People complain about it, but too bad. So that's my proposal on Jeet Kune Do. That's my opinion on Jeet Kune Do right now. I'm sorry if I was a little harsh, but I needed to get that in there. People can obviously disagree with my opinion. I know this video was pretty long for what a dead game should have. But honestly, that's what I think. Jeet Kune Do shouldn't really be hated on. Like, as much, because people just need to learn that there are a lot of max people who use Jeet Kune Do and do a lot of shenanigans. So if you want to complain about spam, then try out spamming yourself. You don't have to go to Jeet Kune Do. You can go boxing, spam the barrage, you know, it's a pretty good move. Or you can go to wrestling, get the skills, unblockable, right? I don't know if they patched it either, so. I need a sip of water. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like again. My poll is still out there. You know, I'm just gonna let him be. So go to my community tab, vote on whether stealth or loud is gonna be how I play entry point. Alright? Share the video with the people that you know. Comment down below, what do you think Jeet Kune Do needs for a rework? You know, like what moves should be replaced? What animations should it have? And don't forget to subscribe to the dojo to check out more daily Roblox content as new Shinobi recruit. Just remember that you are not alone in the world. You're worth something. I'm Ninjasifu, and I'm out of here.